Here we go, one more time. Everybody feeling fine. Here we go, whoop, 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 here we go. Whoop, 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 here we go. Okay. Hey y'all, I'm Catherine. Welcome back to my channel. I am the owner, photographer, videographer, person who runs and started and does all the things for Evergreen Era Film and Photo. I help couples who aren't so excited about big traditional weddings have adventurous, outdoor, more personalized elopement days that are true to who they are. Today, I wanted to talk you through my top 5 places to elope in Washington State. Let's do it! First on my list, probably unsurprisingly, is Mount Rainier National Park. Of course, this is, one of the iconic places to visit when you come to Washington State, and for good reason. It is super beautiful. It's actually even on the license plate. I love this location because it's quite accessible actually from Seattle, so it's super close if people are flying into Washington for your elopement day, including you. So it's not too far out of town. There's lots of good places to stay there, but the scenery is just epically beautiful. You're gonna see so many beautiful things, from lush forests, and Mount Rainier itself is just amazing, jaw-dropping. You're gonna have alpine lakes and wildflowers and a bit of snow depending on the time of year. And so this is a really, really awesome location if you want an easily accessible spot that has all the beautiful things and is very Washington. So if you like Mount Rainier National Park as your location, but you're not really sure what time of year would be best, these kind of tips will help with that. So winter is gonna close down a lot of the park. It's very snowy there, so you're gonna have very limited access to the lower elevations, but those are still going to be covered in snow. So if you choose winter, prepare for a snowy elopement. If you choose summer, prepare for crowds. There are a lot of people that visit because it's the sunniest, prettiest time of year with wildflowers. So be prepared to deal with crowds, pick a weekday. Otherwise, if you want to try and avoid those times of year, pick a shoulder season of spring or fall. They're both really beautiful in their own way and will avoid all the closures of the winter and the busy crowds of the summer. As long as your elopement group is pretty small, you'll have good access to lots of different locations throughout the park for your wedding permit, but make sure to apply at least 4 weeks in advance so that you are sure to get approved for a permit for your wedding day. Some of the best locations for eloping in Mount Rainier National Park are the Paradise area, the Sunrise area, and Ohanapikosh. and Ohanapikosh. I am probably not pronouncing that correctly, so I'm very sorry. If anyone knows how to pronounce that, let me know. Those are my top 3 kind of locations in the area to explore, to find beautiful trails and spots to have your wedding ceremony. Of course, the permitting office is going to have some regulations on places you can pick based upon your elopement group size, but those are some really beautiful places to explore, even for just photos and you as a couple. Location number 2 on my list is North Cascades National Park. The North Cascades is actually one of the least visited national parks in the country. I imagine this is because it is very far away from a lot of civilization. It is at the very tip of the state, close to the Canadian border, but it is beautiful. And because it's so far away and the least visited, or one of the least visited national parks, then you're going to probably avoid larger crowds for your elopement, which is really nice. A winter elopement really is kind of out of the question with the North Cascades National Park, but any other late spring to early fall locations will work for North Cascades, so just be sure to plan your elopement for that time of year. You will of course also need to apply for a permit for a wedding in this location, and some of my favorite spots within the area are Washington Pass Overlook, Cutthroat Lake, and Lake Chelan National Recreation Area. Next on the list is Snoqualmie National Forest. If you are still outdoorsy but love the idea of being closer to Seattle, this is a great area that's about 45 minutes away from the city of Seattle, but has lots of different hiking trails and places to access with really beautiful views and waterfalls. But of course, since it's closer to the city, you're going to be more likely to have more people at these locations. This is probably one of the most accessible areas in the winter because it's so close to Seattle and isn't in the higher elevations, but you can get married here any time of year, whatever you prefer, if you want the snow or the spring buds, you know, the summer warmth or the fall colors. Whatever you enjoy. Smaller groups for your elopement may or may not need a permit, but you'll always want to reach out to the National Forest, talk to a ranger, and find out if there are any permit needs in place for your elopement day. Some of my favorite locations in the area are Snoqualmie Falls, Snoqualmie Pass, and Gold Creek Pond. I do know that Gold Creek Pond is having some more strict permitting happening right now, so definitely be sure to check out each location and those specific requirements for permitting at the time of your elopement, because this is the info I have right now, but it can always change. Fourth on the list is the Olympic Peninsula. Olympic Peninsula. And of course, Olympic National Park. This area offers the same thing as many of the other locations already listed, with the beautiful mountains and the mossy forests and some gorgeous lakes. But the special thing about the Olympics is that it also offers the beach access. And so if you want to go to some beautiful some beautiful beach areas with that really moody PNW vibe with, you know, logs along the beach and maybe some sea stacks, you will love the Olympic Peninsula for that, if you also want to include that with the mountains and the forest. And so it's a great place to just have this big epic adventure with tons of different styles of locations that you can explore. This is another one of the locations that is pretty accessible year-round. So if you're wanting a winter elopement but don't want a lot of snow, Olympic Peninsula, Olympic National Park is a great option for you. You'll also get, you know, that really moody, foggy time of year through the winter and through the spring, but then those summer months will of course bring that warmer weather typically. Some of the best locations in Olympic National Park and on the Olympic Peninsula are Rialto Beach, Lake Cushman, and Hurricane Ridge. And last but not least, if you're just not into that super moody PNW vibe, there's also the eastern side of Washington State. Because it's a lot sunnier and there's a lot more sunshine there, it is a bit warmer in those summer temperatures. So be prepared to kind of try and avoid that through earlier mornings or later evenings for your elopement day. And it also brings a lot more crowds over there. So definitely choose a weekday again for Eastern Washington style elopement day. You'll want to be sure to check into what location that spot, that waterfall, that hike is, and check and see if they allow permitting. Some of the best spots in Eastern Washington for your elopement are Palouse Falls and Riverside State Park. What did you think? Let me know in the comments below if I helped you figure out a new location that you're going to consider for your elopement day, or if there's a spot that you already love. Just want to shout to the rooftops. That's like so special and beautiful. I'd love to hear places that you love in Washington. Otherwise, be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy this content and want more of it. It really means a lot and helps me keep sharing and creating more of this for you. I hope y'all have a good one. I'll see you in the next video. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Oopa hoo holly kosh.
No!
Oopa hoo holly kosh. Oopa.
No! That can't be. Oopa, there's no P. That can't be. That's a joke. No. Oh, blah, blah. Just ramble on and on about it and just end it with a period. Period. Wow, we did it.